smash your fist to pieces!
Yeah.
Wow.
Send him flying.
That is so many punches.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife, Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 4, Episode 9 of My Hero Academia, Red Riot.
I think you can guess who this episode's about.
Kirishima.
Yeah, this is Chris's favorite episode of My Hero, I'd say.
I'm so excited to see it. I've heard about this.
Yeah, and we just saw Sun Eater take on 3 different bullets of the Hasaikai at the same time, took them all down, and now they're trying to get more towards overhaul everybody else. Yeah, let's see how Red Riot gets included. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for episodes coming every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes of My Hero right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms, along with episodes of Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Code Geass. Are we excited for episode 9 of season 4 of My Hero Academia?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
The neurotoxin should be circulating throughout your bodies at this point. You're not gonna die, but I doubt you'll be doing any running for a while.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and I'll be taking these masks with me. Who knows what kind of tricks you might have hidden inside them. That took me too long.
Dude.
Before I had the others in now. I need
That's so funny.
to catch up.
Exactly what you'd be thinking. And then he pass out.
Like, wow, that could have been better. And then fall asleep.
Worse than I thought.
No, actually, he just stood up too fast.
You're such a dick.
Literally happened yesterday. He started stretching and then fell over.
I was having a really good stretch.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit lightheaded.
Oh man, Hamajiki. I'm really worried about him.
Not even the first years think he could do this. Guess one moment of confidence doesn't mean much if they haven't seen him do anything to back it up. But still. Listen! You've left a comrade to guard your back, and if you're a real man, you'll trust him!
Yeah, he'll handle it, no problem!
Doesn't take much to change your mind, does it?
All we can do is have faith in him.
No, it
We can't
doesn't.
afford to waste a second of the time Sun Eater bought us.
All right, let's go!
He needs to calm down. Strange. The guy
He's
who was
pumped up.
manipulating the building seems to have eased off for some reason.
Yeah, you're right. It's not twisting anymore.
I'd expect him to throw as many obstacles in our way as he could to trip us up. If he's not, maybe that means his awareness and control don't extend through the entire place. There's also the
That's a
police squad
positive
up above.
take.
It's possible he decided to focus all his attention on them instead.
So there's a limit to how much of the building he can keep tabs on?
It's just a theory. But maybe rather than having been assimilated into it, he's moving around inside the walls to monitor what's going on. So when he does take control of an area, perhaps his true body is nearby.
They only managed to stop one of the heroes. Garbage or not, those 3 are supposed to be strong.
If he pokes an actual eye or an ear out to keep track of us, that'll be all it takes.
That's right.
I just need to see him.
It's his fault.
Okay.
I can't
And he's on the
believe you all
move.
came out
All
to
right.
try and stop us. It seems crazy to me.
Well, it's not. Fighting you people was the only sane option. We couldn't just sit it out. If we did, Overhaul would have killed us without a thought.
Overhaul?
Okay.
You're talking about Chisaki?
Yeah, that's what he started calling himself after the boss got sick and he came to power. The boss valued the old ways. He
Okay.
wanted the Yakuza to stay as we were, even in these new times. We're not like villains. The Hasaikai have integrity. He didn't want us to be seen as just another group of low-life thugs. He's who we respected. We trusted him. The young head gave himself a villain's name, allowed scum to join us. He makes decisions on his own, doesn't care what the rest of us want. Thinks he's the only one whose vote matters.
The boss is in bad shape, can't even talk, and we know who to blame.
Shit.
As much as you dislike Chisaki, you seem pretty
Okay.
sure that we're not going to
Or
catch him.
revisited.
You don't stand a
Yeah.
chance.
Whack job like him.
I didn't
doesn't
think they
care
would
about
know that, though.
consequences or even his own future. Those are the ones you have to watch out for. It's what makes them so dangerous.
So yeah, he was in that hospital bed, and he used to be the head of the whole organization.
Right.
And recently, Chisaki rose to power.
Okay.
Future, those are the ones you have to watch out for. It's what makes them so dangerous.
Oh.
Eraser! He wants to knock me out of the fight before I can get eyes on him.
That's smart.
Take him the job. I'll just have to take care of these guys myself.
No!
If we don't stop this guy, then Tamaki will have stayed behind for nothing. Come on, Eraser. Time to do your thing!
Be careful, Fat!
Oh boy.
Where'd you come from?
Oh.
I jumped out in front of Mr. Aizawa. I figured I wouldn't take any damage, but then you jumped, and I kind of got stuck.
Oh.
Well, nothing we can do now. Get ready. We're not alone.
Here we go.
Oh
Just
boy.
them two.
Go ahead, punch me.
Oh, Dark is here. Yeah.
Wow.
Send him flying.
That is so many punches. And he's just fine.
Yep.
Okay.
One punch.
Oh my god. His whole face is like shattered, but not really.
You know what I think? Knives and guns got no place in a fight. Anyone can win if they got a weapon. That's the coward's way. A real fighter kills his opponent using nothing but his own strength. You're a real
Interesting.
fighter.
Oh, this is like what we were talking about the other day with bear hunting with a bow.
Exactly.
You're not gonna take us down that easily! What?
What is that?
Some kind of barrier.
Amber? No.
So we have Fat Gum and a boy with a hardening quirk. They're both better suited for defense. Disappointing, isn't it, Rappa?
Rappa?
Like his punching ability?
That's
I
crazy.
feel his blows even through my fat. Each punch is like a bullet.
You call that a good defense?
That's unreal.
They're both looking rough already. I mean, they're not mincemeat yet, but still.
Not looking good.
On the quirk list
No.
we got. Did they bring in outside help?
So they can't
One makes
study
a barrier
them.
and the other rains down punches. This will be a tricky pair to fight.
We are a spear and a shield, whereas you are simply two shields.
Wait, hold on. Who'd want to fight with two shields? Sounds lame.
New one.
To be fair, I don't know whether that boy even qualifies as one.
Oh,
My arms
so rude.
That's
yeah,
so
they cracked him.
mean. He's cracked?
the blow.
But like pretty terrible.
Oh yeah.
I thought I'd gotten stronger. Damn it. It's still weak. Remember, you're unbreakable. If you let them break your spirit, that means you've lost. When you're up against villains, the key is making them lose their will to fight first. You can't lose your drive before they do. Now let's take those two fatheads down and get out of here. The others are waiting for us.
They believe they can defeat us. You must be thrilled.
I like the way that fat guy thinks. All right, this is starting to get good. Get rid of this damn thing, Tik guy.
So he's like kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Rise above your own desires. Remember what Master Overhaul said. He paired us for a reason. Our skills complement each other, ensuring victory.
Very true.
What do you hope such violence will accomplish?
Overhaul didn't ask if I wanted to team up with you.
Master Overhaul, show some respect.
Who cares? All I want is a good deathmatch.
Very well. If you think you can take them yourself, by all means.
That's more like
It's a death match.
Not so bad after all.
I think he just wants to fight to the death.
Okay.
When I get in close, I can't dodge his hits. And there's so
But that's not what Overall said to do.
I can absorb all the
Yeah.
damage. He'll wear me down till I've got nothing left. They were arguing before, but I'm sure the other guy will put up a shield if his partner needs one. It felt like an iron wall when I punched it earlier. My power isn't enough to take it down. We won't be able to win while that guy's still standing. Despite
Okay.
what I said, Kirishima's in rough shape. But I've got no choice. I have to face him. Get this wrong and I might die. But if I don't try at all, we're dead for sure. Fat Gum. Your name's Rappa, right? It's been a while since I've been hit that hard. And I've done a decent amount of fighting over the years, too. In the end, it's all gonna come down to what happens first. Your arms get tired or my body gives out. Which is stronger?
Guess.
Spear or shield? I guess we're about to
Who knows?
find out, aren't we?
Pretty cool fight.
Yeah.
Remember?
No barriers.
Yeah, this is gonna be awesome, guys!
Fat. He's protecting me, even though those punches are obviously wearing him down.
Yeah, like, dang.
What is wrong with me? I was so sure I'd gotten stronger, but then he broke through my ultimate move with a single attack.
Yeah.
Now I'm just in the way. He keeps getting faster, and each hit hurts worse than the last. Am I gonna be able to hold out long enough?
Come on, White Load, hang in there. You can't pass out on me yet. We got a long way to go, and I'm just getting warmed up.
Pretty crazy.
No.
I can't just stand here. I have to do something. Fat Gum's gonna die.
Is he immobilized by...
He got punched really hard in his arms. Bro.
Right.
Your heart knee cracks and there's nothing worthwhile underneath.
Like his ultimate move was broken through.
Right.
The boy won't be a problem. He's already finished. You can see it in his eyes.
Oh my god.
It's just like it was back then. Nothing's changed. Nothing.
Hey there, we heard about you. You're the guy who can change leaves into money, right? Nice quirk, man.
So make these into some bills quick, dude. We're kind of short on
That's
cash.
an interesting quirk.
I can't do paper bills. Yeah, anyway, it wears off really quickly.
Then we'll just have to spend them really quickly, won't we?
I can't. You guys, seriously.
What's up? You bullying a kid for some chump change? That's not very manly, jerks.
Okay. His hair isn't red naturally?
Here he comes.
I got him.
Oh, wow.
He's not actually that strong. His quirk just makes his body a little bit harder.
Bastard!
That's kind of a strong quirk, though.
It's just a tiny bit right now.
Okay.
Like he doesn't get a shield. He's just a little like harder.
Gotcha.
Doesn't matter what your quirk is if you have an honorable heart. That's what the chivalrous hero Crimson Riot believes.
Okay.
That's why he named himself
Red
after.
Riot.
Like the pros say, your body moves before your brain can think, which means...
All Might said that.
Yep.
It's Mina Ashido from class 4.
She's really laying
The acid quirk person.
Now they're getting along? Hold on, are they breakdancing? They're leaving, and no one got hurt. What in the world just happened?
Hey, there you are. Nina, we're going shopping. Wanna come? Yeah.
I hear that Ashido's applying to UA. Her quirk's strong and her reflexes are great. People like her, and she's got a super flashy look. It's all about entertainment value and approval ratings these days. That's what people are looking for in a hero.
Yeah, and Ashido's got that covered. She's definitely hero material.
Do they explain why some of them look like heroes and some of them look like regular people with quirks?
Do you mean why some of them looked like non-human?
Yeah.
It's usually related to their quirk or a quirk in their lineage. I
Right,
think.
but like, is there a difference between an individual who like looks very different because of their quirk versus someone who
the
looks...
difference would be their quirk. Like Gang
But-
Orca's
so there's no, like,
power is being an
power.
orca, so he's looks like an orca.
Okay.
Whereas like somebody with the power of like bubbles isn't gonna be a bubble, you know?
Okay.
It's more of like sometimes it's suitable when you are just an extension of your power in a way.
Okay.
Like the Dragoon hero has like dragon features, like
Mm-hmm.
but then again, her Ashido, she just looks like a pink alien but shoots acid.
Yeah.
So I think potentially maybe in her lineage somebody had a quirk that made them look like that or something.
Interesting.
I don't know.
What about me? My hardening is pretty weak, and it's nothing flashy. Kind of boring. But if you have a chivalrous heart, it doesn't matter what your quirk is. Train your body as hard as you can, and your spirit will make up for your quirk's weakness. Or at least that's what I thought.
Hey, speaking of high school, I'm kind of thinking I might go for UA too.
Please. Normal people like us don't grow up to be heroes, idiot. Hey, E, you want to apply to Droid Tech together?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it that much, so...
So he wasn't always very good, skilled.
Like Shera in action got me thinking. What if I had a flashier quirk? Would that give me the confidence I need to apply for the hero course at UA?
Oof.
What is that?
Display Hero Agency. Tell me where it is. What? You're not gonna answer me?
Crap! Why aren't there ever any heroes patrolling at times like these? Someone... No.
Don't think, just move.
I can do it.
It's a simple question. Why won't you tell me?
Move! Come on!
Around that corner and then make a left at the big street! The agency's 2 kilometers away!
Thank you very much.
So he just asked.
For my master.
He just asked where the hero agency was, and then he said everything's for my master.
Okay. Ooh. Smart.
I froze. Why didn't I go? Why?
And that's kind of worse because it wasn't that he couldn't decide. He did decide and then didn't.
Yeah. He just couldn't go.
Yeah.
In the spring, guy the same age as me was in the news for fighting back against a villain. Everyone was talking about him.
That was
But there were
Bakugo.
witnesses who said that just before All Might showed up, another kid, his friend maybe, rushed in to help. My spirit's not making up for anything. When you're really scared, when your life is really on the line, that's when your true colors show. Facing danger and choosing to take that next step forward, that's what makes a person hero material.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm not a hero. I'm not even a man.
Oh, no.
My mom
That's
told me
smart.
that the first time my quirk appeared, I accidentally cut my eye. For a while after that, I whined and cried about how much I hated my power. Thinking about it now, that's probably why I admired him so much. I hated my own quirk, but his was similar. He stood tall and risked his life to save others.
That's not it, is it?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh. I came with a book on great heroes I got for my birthday a while ago.
I thought it was like a Skype interview.
Guess I never got around to watching it.
If you're ready, we'll start the interview.
Right, hit me.
Even among heroes, you have a reputation for being a bit reckless, often rushing headlong into danger. Tell me, are you ever afraid in those situations?
What kind of question is that? Of course I'm afraid.
Duh.
Show me somebody who's not afraid of facing death, and I'll show you an idiot.
I never understood what he was about before. Not really, anyway. I just thought he was cool for charging full force into everything.
I'm where I am now because when I was a sidekick, I failed to save someone in peril.
I thought he said psychic.
But it wasn't your fault.
They failed to save him when he was a sidekick.
I don't think you understand. That day I hesitated, and somebody lost their life because my spirit was weak. Yes, I'm frightened when I fight a villain, knowing it could end in my death. But there's something I fear more. The look on someone's face as they die. That's far worse. It's the fear of seeing that look again that drives me.
Can you tell me what chivalry means to you?
Having a strong spirit. It isn't a matter of being bold, or confident, or fearless. I'm a hero, and I've sworn to protect people. It's a vow I've written on my heart and one I'll die to keep. You want to know what chivalry means to me? Living a life with no regrets.
You serious, E?
Yeah, I am. I won't freeze like that again. Ever. I'm sorry. I saw that guy threatening you, but I panicked. I was too scared to move.
Who is he? Pretty sure he's in class 1.
Don't worry about it. Anyone would be scared. Mina's just special, that's all.
Oh, wow.
There's the test. Got into UA.
Very cool.
First day of class rolls around.
What is with that hair? Get a new look for high school? You got horns.
Hell yeah.
Yeah? So what if I do? I'm not gonna regret stuff anymore. Not ever. I'll protect you
Not even
like
this
a hero.
haircut.
I'm not the pathetic loser I used
And
to
he's
be.
totally different now.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, he really stuck to
He
it.
did reinvent
That day
himself.
With the villain. It was really tough on you. More than it was on us.
So, what's it to you?
Don't be too eager to change who you
That
are.
hurts! Actually, it doesn't, but what the heck?
Once you get over yourself, let me know, okay? I'm being nice and holding back for now. But someday
She's so
I'm gonna
cute.
tell everyone about your little makeover.
People ship them.
That makes sense. They'd be cute.
I've been in a ton of scary situations
Acid
since
rock.
then.
Yeah.
One thing's always frightened me more than anything else.
Here we go. He's getting pounded.
Yeah.
You think I'm just a shield, and that mistake's gonna cost you this fight. I've been absorbing every blow you dealt me, sinking each one into my body and storing its power.
He can store it and then release it later.
And burns the fat that protects me from taking serious damage. So my defense is getting weaker.
So he's getting skinnier.
And forge a spear that can shatter any shield.
Oh my
Pretty
god.
cool.
And he's been pummeling him.
Yep.
It's time to strike. But he's worn me down more than I expected. Not sure I'm ready to unleash the power of
Oh, come on.
Show me what you got! Don't hold anything back!
Red! I
What?
won't regret
Oh.
anything! Now or ever again! I'll do it! I'll become a hero! I'll protect people!
Just taking it.
Wow.
He was blown away so easily earlier!
If I crack, then I'll harden again! Stay strong! Protect others! Even if it means your life!
Alright, kid! Let's go! A shield now?
Of course.
And he
don't
said
be
he
a fool.
wouldn't. He was
Wow.
afraid of him.
Nothing
Yeah.
can overcome the strength of my defense. The boy's attack was in vain.
It
Wow.
wasn't in vain. Thank you, Red. You bought me the time I needed.
Take this
Nice.
thing down!
The two of you are gonna lose. Do you want to know why?
My wall will stand.
I'm not so sure!
You made a mistake, and so did I. We underestimated the hero named Red Riot and his chivalrous spirit!
Completely shattered him.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
You predicted the skinniness thing. I was shocked by that.
The victory is ours.
And that
All
is where we're
right.
left for Red Riot.
Wow.
What are your... first of all, dang, you called him
A knife wound and an imposter.
We don't think the Hasaikai and the League of Villains would work together.
We were wrong.
God, she's so creepy.
Your darling in the flesh.
What are your first thoughts?
That really puts Kirishima's like recklessness in a completely different perspective and explains why he gets Bakugo so much.
Well, the thing to think about as well, like getting Bakugo, yeah, but like modeling himself after him almost. Like,
Oh, totally.
it almost seems like Kirishima's the only one who gets him, but in reality, he's probably like, I want to be like that guy.
Like that's the vibe I'm going for.
And it makes sense why Bakugo's like, I really like this guy's vibe.
Yeah.
he's modeling it.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. His backstory hits really hard. And
Yeah.
like, oh, what a moment. Like, I was talking to Chris about it, like, and I was like, Chris, you know what the greatest thing about Kirishima's moment in this episode is? He goes, what? I go, it's not that he like got up and like most anime, he'll get up and then fight the guy and beat the guy.
Mm-hmm.
No, he got up just to get one-shotted. Like, he got destroyed.
Yeah.
But gave his own guy a chance. Like, I love that he had the strength to get destroyed and not win.
Yes,
You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
It's a unique thing. And when I told him, he was like, I got chills. Just listen to that. But anyway, this episode's fantastic. Can't wait to discuss it more. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for our next episode. And check out the Patreon link in the description below to see these episodes right now. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions after every episode of any show that we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. All right, question 1. The Lorax asks, what are your thoughts on Kirishima as a character? In some ways, he's a foil of Deku. Deku, even when he was quirkless, runs in to save people without thinking first, while Kirishima, with a quirk that literally protects him from harm, freezes and has to force himself to act. Despite that, his reason for being a hero is the most similar to Deku's we've seen in the show, that being a true hero is just desiring to help and save people. So what are your thoughts on Kirishima as a whole?
What a cool character. I loved learning more about him. The idea of him being like the inverse of Deku, but still maintaining that like pure heroic energy at the end is such a cool way to show that there are like so many ways to be a hero.
What do you think of him, like, despite being like a shield type hero, like somebody who doesn't take harm, or just Kirishima in general, like the idea of him going from having like not the strongest quirk to training it and becoming a hero, because even if though he's terrified like he is, it's about having a chivalrous spirit.
He's gonna do it
for
anyway, and that like at the end of the day is undoubtedly heroic, doing something even when you're terrified, running in even when you don't know how it's going to turn out. And especially the idea of like hearing from his Crimson Riot. Hearing from Crimson Riot that like, yeah, he's scared all of the time. And the way he phrased it too, like, oh, am I scared? Obviously, I'm not a moron. Like
show me someone who isn't
I'm
afraid,
aware of the situation.
Idiot.
Exactly. Like it would be dumb not to be terrified in that situation. Fear is just a survival mechanism. Oh, 100%. But to actively make a choice to go against that and then be able to enforce it, that was like the difference for Kirishima, was like actually making yourself go through with it. It's just such a cool progression of steps for a character to take. Just for context, I was raised in a very competitive environment where if you did something, you needed to be the best at it. And then a couple years ago, when I first kind of started to get better from being sick for a bit, Kenny and I went to a spin class, and God, I was just dead last by so much. And that was not fun. I did have a bit of a problem with that. But then Kenny pointed out that everyone who was worse than me just didn't show up.
Yeah.
And that, of course, the person who was, best in the class and was coming in first, like, of course they're going to be there. Of course they're going to do well. The really impressive thing is being the worst and just doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Which kind of feels like an overlap. To me. Very cool.
Totally. And he like started there, and then eventually when he started believing himself, he actually got stronger.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it's a cool representation to show that like, yeah, he's terrified, but like, he's just gonna go for it anyway.
Well, and the fear, just general fear, and also the like fear of imperfection can stand in the way of getting better. And if you just do it afraid or do it shitty, you'll get better.
Yeah. All right, let's go to our second question. Question 2. Ashton asks, we learned that not every member of the Yakuza follows and believes in Overhaul's plan, but rather some supported his father and are powerless to stand against Overhaul. Why do you believe this is the case for Overhaul and his Yakuza, but not Shigaraki and the League of Villains? Do you think Shigaraki can't make people fear him to the point of loyalty, or doesn't want to? Because they all like Shigaraki and like follow him.
Yeah.
But more focus on some of them don't like Overhaul.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because he's pretty much a Nepo baby. So it tracks that the people who were like with his father because they actually liked and respected him were not a big fan of his kid just like coming in and taking over, even if they did have the exact same direction, which they didn't.
Yeah, he took them to drugs and stuff.
Exactly. Like even if that hadn't happened, it still would make sense that there would be some issues, but for him to completely like rewrite what his father had worked on, it makes sense that his father's previous employees were not happy about that.
And what differs with Shigaraki? Because is he not kind of similar?
Who's his dad?
I mean, not dad, but like All For One's the one who watched him his whole life.
I'm not quite sure why I see a difference in the way Shigaraki took over. Like it seemed to me like he's like down for the count, but I'm gonna continue with his plan and journey or whatever, and we're gonna try to bring him back, like that kind of thing, versus no, fuck my dad, he's gone, like this is my show now kind of thing. Like for Shigaraki, he maintains the loyalty, at least at least in like a general perception way, whereas there's no way the people who worked for Overhaul's dad believe that Overhaul is continuing the legacy.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I'll leave it there. Let's go to our final question. Jinchurki87 asks, thoughts on the hidden nature of Fat Gum's quirk, that it secretly is an amazing offensive ability to absorb and then rebound attacks he's taken.
That's so cool. I mean,
you called the getting small thing. For perspective, when I watched, I heard he absorbs it in his fat and he could redistribute it. But like you called that he would then burn it and get smaller.
Yeah.
It's a cool power use.
It is a very cool power. Well, I mean, it's kind of like, I feel like it was inspired by fat, because that's like the whole thing is you take excess and then you store it, and then if you ever need it later, you have this like extra that you then lose in order to exert.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, like representation there.
Yeah. Someone really liked bio in the writing room.
Yes, absolutely. It is interesting though, because now he's not big anymore, so he can't use that power anymore.
That's true.
Yeah.
Unless he brought a bunch of snacks.
That's why he was eating on the way. Yeah. Great uses of power, and also great to see Kirishima in action. But that's where we're left for episode 9 of season 4 of My Hero Academia. Are we excited for episode 10?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.